Hi, Joe Chisholm, The Chronicles, host of IndieCan Radio. I've been asked to do, well, I don't know if it'll be a series, but I'm going to do one video on playing upside down lefty style. I play a right-handed guitar, left-handed. So you can see the thick string is on the bottom and the thin string is on the top. So the strings are reversed. There's some issues with playing upside down lefty and some difficulties. Here's why I did. I learned to play guitar on other people's guitars, and they were right-handed. I also got a lot of help from my friend Tracy McLeod, who's a left-handed bass player who also plays upside down. In a bass guitar, it's virtually the same thing, really. In guitar, it's a little different, and I'm going to talk about some of those differences. In choosing a guitar, some thought should be given into that. In the case of this guitar, it doesn't really make much difference, other than things like where the plug-in is, how well you can play the guitar without interfering with the tone and volume controls. In an electric guitar, my favorite is the Gibson SG, because it's a double cutaway. Everything a right-handed person can do, a left-handed person can do too. Again, this is a right-handed guitar, and it's strung right-handed, and I play it. Also, my son Jesse plays. He's right-handed. Now, one of the disadvantages is where the buttons are located and the toggle switch. And if you have a tremolo bar, that's going to be an issue too, because it's very difficult to play this guitar without leaning on the buttons. And so you don't want to be, when you're performing live, adjusting the volume or tone in your play. And again, the toggle switch is just a little bit harder to get. Some guitars have the input on the face of the guitar, and some of them are on the side of the guitar. That's going to be an issue for choosing a guitar too. The Stratocaster is a dull because of this jack. If you're using this jack, it's right where your hand goes. That's a problem. A lot of upside down lefties. I'm thinking of a guy named Carlton who plays in a Toronto band called Ottoman, and there's another, can't remember the name of it right now, but a band from Calgary that plays that way. Coco Montoyo, if that's his name, plays upside down lefty, and one of the Kings, I think it's Albert King, plays upside down lefty. So those are good people to learn from. Find videos of theirs and you can learn some tricks. But the Telecaster seems to be a favorite Fender guitar for upside down lefties, because the toggle switch is here instead of here on the face of the guitar, which makes a big difference. Anyway, let's see. The chords, I mean, your basic chords look a little bit different. I mean, on a normal person playing a normal guitar, left-handed or right, a D would look just like this, but if you're playing it upside down, it's really just the reverse of that. You can learn the actual, finger positions in any book. An A would be like this. Again, you're looking at, what's the best way to show that? I don't know. A C would look like this on most guitars, but for us, it looks like this. And the oddball is the G. Here's how I play it. One finger here on the G note, G, one finger here, that's normal, and I use the thumb to play the lower G note. Sometimes the G is played with the second string, third fret as well. Difficult shuffle licks. If you're playing in an open position, like here's an E shuffle lick, no problem. A, D, but But just try playing that in the 3rd fret position, playing this string, and then stretching this string all the way over here and getting a clean sound. Man, that is, I have a real difficult time doing that. So playing other people's songs is another real problem when you're learning. Strumming, you know, some songs play an upstroke, which you know, would look like this for us. They're just reversed. Up is down, and down is up. Here's a down stroke, and here's an upstroke. So they sound a little different. So you just have to reverse that. Barcodes are almost identical. I guess this would be a normal looking barcode, a bar chord, but I just play them. Here's a G, these fingers, the same way I would play an E chord, and then with the bar across it like this. And for a C chord, you can either play 3 fingers across here and like that, just the same way a righty would play, or a regular left-handed. But when you're writing songs, play to your advantages. On the Chronicles MySpace, there's a song, House is on Fire, and it just the initial little staccato chords are just played with 3 strings, and it's easy to just lay your fingers across the strings you're not using, no problem. And then the rest of the song is bar chords, A, G, F. Anyway, that's on the MySpace if you want to fool around with that. In doing leads, copying other people's leads can be very difficult. I use a lot of ghost notes. A ghost note would be like this. At least I call it a ghost note. You're just playing it kind of arpeggio, just 1, 2, 3. Like if you check out the song Chronic Malcontent, the beginning of the solo goes. And I find those really easy to do. Drop D tuning, it's all the same because it's just, in fact, it's probably easier for lefties if you go to a drop D. Let's just get this right here. Yeah, so you're just playing power chords. You're only using these 3 strings anyway. What was the E, the A, and the D, and you can just run up and down. So just playing the D. So that's it. Play around with it and let me know what you think. Develop your own style. Every guitar player should. Play to your strengths, not to other people's weaknesses. Learn what you can from every style of guitar player, but just accept there are limits. Just guitar playing takes a long, long time no matter how you play it. Anyway, that's Upside Down Lefty, Joe Chisholm. There's a few of us out there. Eric Clapton, if you see his Crossroads video, I can't remember his name, but he had a Upside Down Lefty playing with him. If you're playing in a band, if there's two of you, that's great. If you have a regular righty or a regular lefty, and the parts of the songs that are just lend themselves to a regularly strung guitar, let the other person play them. Also, finger picking. If you learn a song that has a lot of finger picking, playing it upside down because your thumb's in the wrong place, really, really difficult. If you figure out a trick for that, let me know. Okay, that's it for me.